Okay. My daughter just walked in. Okay. Do you want to start, Whitney? Well, actually,
Nope, you start.
So I got this from our Flash to Full Time with Brittany, and I will send this to you guys. I'll take a picture of it, but it's habit ideas, and it talks about PRV, recruiting, leadership, and other things, but we're just going to focus on PRV tonight. All right, so the first thing you can do with income producing is going to be online parties. And Whitney, you can fill me in to make sure I got everything. But for online parties, you can do bingo parties, which is something I'm really good at. Facebook parties. I think there's text parties, which I've never seen or done one of those. And then there's messenger parties. So my advice to you guys is to play around with them and see what works best for you. I tried Facebook parties, and I haven't tried the text or messenger, but bingo is what's working for me. Okay. So the next one is bag parties. You want to talk about that?
With parties, y'all kind of just have to play around and figure out your little niche, what works for you. Bag parties was where it was always for me, which is basically filling a basket or a bag up with some products. Morgan does a lot of these, some testers, some order forms, and sending it off with somebody and letting them basically collect orders for you. I will say the one misconception with bag parties is that you don't think you have to host coach, but you still have to host coach. So, be texting them throughout the week while they have your bag, following up, answering questions if they have them, things like that. And I know if you search our group, the Sassy Wax Slingers page, I've done probably at least 2 videos of my bag parties, past bag parties. So you can search and I show you exactly what I put in them, how I do it. So, yep.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is Scentsy Club. Obviously, you guys know what Scentsy Club is. So with that, I try to get people to do that, one, to save money. A lot of people, you're going to have the customers that are going to spend a lot of money each month, more than likely, on Scentsy Club. So the way to get around that is hey, you already spend a lot of money as it is. It would make sense for you to join. You could still be in Scentsy Club and get paid back for all the spending you're already doing. You don't have to have a team. You don't have to do all the coaching and all those things, but you can still be able to join and get all the rewards and things extra. It's a win-win. So do you have anything else on the Scentsy Club, Whit?
I was going to say, I have a little postcard that I put in with my Happy Mail now when I send Happy Mail to my clubbers, and it says get paid to club. And it basically tells them, if they joined, these are all the perks that they would be getting from their own club subscription. So I add that into all of my Happy Mail. Haven't had any takers yet, but
yeah, I always have to message them and be come on, it's a win-win. It's not
another thing I'll say about Scentsy Club. Do y'all, Mackenzie, Regina, Taylor, do y'all have Scentsy Club of your own?
I have my own.
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes it's the only thing that keeps me active.
Okay. So yeah, that was going to be my advice. It's hard to sell something when you don't participate in it yourself, because your customers are well, if it's so great, why aren't you in it?
I have a hard time with laundry products because I don't use our laundry products, mainly because of Maverick, but my mom uses them. So it's I can't push a lot of laundry because I don't use it.
Well, and that's the thing. We all have our favorite products, right?
Yeah.
I love our laundry. I love our counter clean, our Scentsy Fresh. So those are the items that I push. And that's the thing. If people believe you and know that you like these products, then they're more willing to buy it. So if you don't really love our laundry products and you're trying to push it and sell it, you're not going to convey that you actually love it if you don't really love it. You know what I mean?
That's why I don't really push laundry, but I do push more like counter clean and the other cleaning products because I do use that. So I try to post more pictures of like my counters after the counter clean or the high chair before and after, you know, to show that it actually works rather than.
Or when you go to Gammy's house, you tell her you want to do her laundry.
Hey, I think a few
You use
people
her
are trying to
stuff.
get in, but they need a host to let them in.
Oh,
Sorry, not to cut y'all off.
That's you,
Let me
Ainsley.
see.
I don't know.
Let me see the baby.
Are they coming in? Are they
Hey,
coming in?
Nucky.
There's
Okay.
Megan
All right.
and
Hey, little
Natasha.
Wednesday.
Hey.
Hey, little
Um,
Wednesday.
Yes. You know,
Okay.
people still think I named her that.
All right. So y'all ready?
So that was
Hi.
gonna be my whatever about Scentsy Club, and obviously like unboxing your order and showing people, and it doesn't have to be an $80 Scentsy Club. Like it can be, you have 2 bars in it because those are your 2 favorite bars and you never want to lose them, and that's the perk, right? And that's what you tell your customers. So
I
anyways.
use the whiff box to give away stuff for prizes in my Scentsy Club. So, okay. So the next one is going to be follow-ups. Me personally, I think it's a 2-2-2 system, but I typically wait about a week or so and I check on my customers' shipping. And if it says that it, arrived at their house, then I'll text them and be like, hey, I just want to say thank you so much for your order. I just want to make sure you got everything. How are you loving it? Stuff like that, start a conversation with them. And most people will respond to me and will say, oh, it's great. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. And then, you follow up with them in about 2 months to see how they're doing, if they need refills on things. Or if you know the person and you know kind of what they like or something that I mentioned that they're interested in, be sure to take notes on that, because if something comes out with Scentsy and you're like, oh, this person's going to love this, or this person's going to, want that, then you can touch up with them and let them know. And that's just good customer service. And let me tell y'all, a lot of times in the beginning, I was like, I'm probably annoying the crap out of this person, but no, it's really about customer service. You're showing a customer that you care. You want to make sure everything's good, stuff like that. So be sure to follow up with your customers and check in with them and all the things. What about you, Whit?
I was gonna say, I think we talked about Amy last time. I don't know who was on that last live we did, but Amy is a good app for follow-up. So that's what I use. Works wonders. You can also make notes in there. So when you do give them samples, it'll even remind you to follow up on that sample. So Amy.
Okay, good on that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the next one is build relationships. So for me, every bingo party I have, I ask everyone that comments and interacts on all the posts, I ask them to be my friend on Facebook. And then I start to stalk them, and not in a bad way, but like get to know them, send them messages. Oh, that's such a cute picture, or your family's so cute, to start building that relationship with them. And so like, for instance, Whitney, this is going to be funny. Do you remember Joshua Price that dated Allie in high school? His wife was on my bingo party last night. And she goes, oh, my husband knows you. Do you remember Joshua Price? And I said, oh, the guy that was dating Allie in high school for years. Awkward, right? The next day, I got almost a $300 order from her. So, I mean, you kind of find those connections and stuff like that. But yeah, just build a relationship with people. Don't just throw in there and be like, hey, you want to buy some Scentsy from me? No, build that relationship. They get to know you and see all your lives and your posts, start to fall in love with you. And they're like, okay, I like this girl. And then they're going to start falling in love with the products. You got to get their trust first, like Whitney said, and then they start to buy the product.
Yeah, that could have been your brother-in-law.
Little side note. We sold her some chairs a couple months ago for her photography studio. And I was looking at her pictures and I was like, are you married to Josh Price? And she's like, yeah, doesn't even look like him. He literally does not even look the same.
Nope.
I was like,
Not at all.
Yeah, I do have
It's
a
funny.
question.
okay.
So I had my first like big party in October, and I just was at the dollar store and I picked up a bunch of Christmas cards, and I was just gonna send like a Christmas card that was just like, super generic, but like at the end of the year, like thank you for supporting my business, hope you and your family have a great holiday season. Do you guys do that? Or like should I throw like a scent circle in there, or is that like over? Because I'm sending them all happy mail now, like this week with a scent circle, just saying thank you
You do
for,
whatever you
supporting me for the
can.
party. And then I
I
was
would
going to
just
send a
do
Christmas
whatever you
card.
can as far as a budget, because everybody's
Okay.
different on what they can afford.
I'll
But,
say
I
this.
mean,
Jill sends scent circles every Christmas, which she always buys them anytime there's one of those clearance, whatever.
That's what
She'll
I
go
did,
in
yeah.
and- Yep, she'll go in and snatch a bunch up and then send them in her Christmas cards, even if it's not customers, like to her family or for like whoever.
Yeah.
She just adds a scent circle. But yeah, like Ansley said, I think that's a good idea. I would do that.
yeah,
It's just a
Okay.
matter of, do you want to add something else budget wise?
Right.
but a card I feel like goes a long way for sure, because you're thinking
Yes.
about them. And you can send a
And-
picture of your family and be like, thank you for supporting my family business, and they can see that and your family, and
I say anything handwritten, period,
yeah.
goes a long way,
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's see. So in-person parties, Whitney, which I know we probably don't have too much of those going on right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say those kind of got nixed, I guess, when COVID hit, which I've done a couple. I feel like in-person parties can be really successful because people are connecting with you, they get to, build that relationship with you. You can have all your testers there so they can actually smell the products. You can have your warmers there so they can actually see the products. You can kind of play games as little icebreakers and things like that. So it's another one of those things like nerve-wracking, right? If y'all saw, I had my first vendor event this weekend and I'm like freaking out a little bit, but it's okay. We're going to make it. So that's kind of how it is with an in-home party. When I did my first one, I was freaking out, but it's one of those things. The more you do it, the easier it gets. And in-person parties are usually going to be really good PRV parties. So
I haven't done one yet. Just thinking about it gives me anxiety.
exactly.
So I'm going to stick with bingo for now.
But you got to step out of your comfort zone, right?
Right? All right. So of course you were talking about events, you're doing the vendors.
Yeah.
something
So
to
this is
step out.
my first one, y'all. So basically, I'm not gonna lie, I went to our team page, which if y'all don't know, there is the little search bar at the top and you can type in any keyword and it'll pop up anything that has ever used that keyword. So I went through and was looking at Casey and Jill's posts because they're the ones that do all the vendor events, right? So I was looking at their table setup, and Casey posted a little live video a while back, like while they were at an event, like showing everything that they had. So using our page is a really good tool for that, to find information. So basically I've just been taking little tidbits, what people are telling me that I should do. But basically with those, you kind of just have to put your feelers out to find vendor events near you. Bring your stock, but people will also place orders online from what I'm told. So I'm really not bringing a whole bunch of stuff. I'm hoping that people are going to place orders online. And then, like I said, ask an expert. I went back and forth with Jill, just getting her advice on several different things. So if you don't ever know, reach out to whoever does those events and parties. So like if you're wanting to do a bingo event, Ansley would be your girl to talk to. You want to do a vendor event, Jill or Casey would be your girl to talk to. Maybe me after this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned.
You'll be fine. You're already ahead of the game.
I'm excited. Nervous, but excited.
Okay, so fundraiser.
Taylor, don't you have a little vendor thing too coming up?
Yes, Natasha and myself signed up for 2 or 3 vendor events for the rest of this year.
That's exciting.
Interested as to how this is going to happen, but
I live
I mean-
in bum freak Egypt, so there ain't nothing going on out here.
Can you come down here? Come down here, Kiki. We'll do one.
I don't know.
But I mean, that's another one of those things, like Jill told me, it's really about connecting with people and marketing yourself and meeting new people and making connections. So
Well, it's crazy because like the girl who lives 2 houses down from me, I met her 2 years ago when we moved in, and she used to order Scentsy from the girl who actually lives in the street behind us. And the girl, I think her name is Sam. She actively works her Scentsy business. Like she will go door to door to the neighbors and pass out catalogs. And but then I'm good friends with Katie, and she was like, well, you know, Jill passed this thing along with me, but she's like super, like she felt like she was super salesy, like not very personable with her, like didn't really care like to ask about her family and like her, because her husband is like an over the road truck driver, which Whitney, I think you kind of know how that is. And she's like, I got 2 kids, like, you know, I just like she never really cared. So like I always kept in touch with Katie, like, hey, do you need anything? Do you want me to pick the kids up? Blah blah blah. I'm home while she's at work. And then we actually went to Hobby Lobby, and she saw my scent circle in my car, and she goes, "Are you selling that?" And I said, "Yeah, I sell Scentsy." And she was like, "Oh, well, do you have a catalog?" And I said, "I have some at home. Oh, when I drop you off, I'll grab one." She ended up placing like $150 order, and she used to order. And I'm like, well, you know, if you have a consultant, like stick with that consultant. I'm not gonna like try to rob you from her. But she was like, well, she's just not personable. So like, I mean, I've known her for 2 years, and it's like building a friendship off that. And then she ordered for me. So I'm just like,
well, and that's another thing Morgan says all the time, like, don't just reach out to people or follow up with people when it's about Scentsy. Like, she's just, when you're scrolling through Facebook, comment on people's stuff. Cute family, your kids really cute, like whatever, just be commenting. That way they know you're seeing their stuff, and then they're like, they're going to pay attention when they're scrolling and see your stuff. And to just check in on people and say, hey, you know, I saw that you weren't feeling good last week. Are you feeling better? Like whatever it is. But
because everyone knows, like when you start scrolling and you say, oh, cute family, well, you're going to click on that person's picture, and then you're like 55 family members deep into someone's profile. And you're like, oh, they Scentsy.
that's only you, Mackenzie.
I do that. I can figure things out real quick.
But yeah, to make those connections that aren't just Scentsy, be personable and interested in people without being salesy.
Right. Okay. Y'all ready to move on to the next one? So I just want to say this really quick. I understand we all have work outside of this. We have family, we have kids. But when there's meetings and trainings like this, try your hardest to show up, just like you would at your real job, right? Because you want to learn, you want to be able to ask questions and things like that. So the next thing we're going to talk about is other ways to get PRV. The first one is go live. How many of y'all like to go live? Y'all need to start loving it, okay? Get on there, like, you know, do your little personality. You can come on there with no makeup. You can have, like, you know, your baby attached to your hip, all the things. People love it. Don't be
Ainsley
on there
cracks
like,
me up because you be doing the most, girl. Ainsley be on there all the time. I'm like, go girl.
I'm like, oh, I'm about to do laundry. Let's do this. Let's throw some washer whips in there. Oh, I need to clean my counter. Let's get some spray up in here, you know. But they fall in love with you and the real you. That's what people do. I tell my team that you have like a group of people that are following you, and they're like, oh, she worked with Scentsy. I'm gonna watch her fail. This is not a real job. It ain't gonna happen, right? But you got to keep going, keep moving, and then they'll be like, oh hell, this is a real job. Like she's doing really good at this. Okay, maybe I need to think about, you know, trying a product, do all the things. But if you're coming on here and you're like, okay, so yeah, this is fragrance flower and it lasts for too much? No, like don't read from a book. Like get on here, have fun with it, play around with it, you know, show your personality. Like I said, you don't have to show up with your makeup done, all the things done. Be the real you. That's what people love. That's why they come up, you know, oh, they're like, she's going live. I want to watch her. See what she does. You know, y'all all laughing, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I was gonna say, and I see you, Natasha, with the baby. Okay, people want to see the kids.
Yep.
Go
I'm
live.
laughing because mine's screaming in the other room.
Get that
I
baby a
mean,
bar of wax.
Eleanor's been screaming all night, literally. So I had to like mute everybody or mute myself to give her baths. That way she can go on a truck ride and go to sleep. So I can be here.
Do y'all know how many lives I've done where my kids have embarrassed me?
Mhm.
You know, but it's like, it's real life. It's real life. And
It's
That's
like
what people
Addie,
wanna
when
see.
I'm about to choke her because of her sassiness, and you see my facial expressions when I'm like, what the,
First of all,
Yeah,
don't
I
talk about
look
my niece
normal.
like that.
you know?
Don't talk about her like that.
I'm just saying, she is, girl.
No,
Okay.
she is. She's a leader.
Sassy.
She's not sassy. She's a leader.
I have a question for Ansley or maybe Whitney. How do y'all tell people, like, how do you approach the whole, this is a pyramid scheme, I'm not supporting you, blah, blah, blah.
Just like this.
no. You
I've
do-
tried that. I've tried the,
I'll have to find it too, but
I'm boss lead.
your desk job is a pyramid scheme.
Mhm.
I mean, you've got somebody that's over you, that's over them, that's over that, right? Like, that's the
We
same
were
thing.
just talking about that today. We were literally just saying that today.
yep.
Okay.
If y'all follow, there's a girl named I'm Boss Lee. She is phenomenal, and she is huge in direct marketing sales. She does a little, I want to say like a TikTok or something. I'll have to find it and send it to y'all, where she's like pointing and she's showing like each job is the same exact thing. But even though we have a team, that's great and all, I still have to sell my PRV. Yeah, I got a team, but that means I'm sitting back like, hey, they're going to do all the work. No, I still have to get my PRV in too. I'm
Right.
training my team. I'm doing, you know, because I want my team to be successful too. But that's what I try to tell people compared to other marketing companies. Like, they're not like this. They're all like competitive, trying to like, Scentsy is not like that. At least I don't feel like it is. I feel like our team is a team and we all want to be successful together. So, and not only that, I show them the paycheck. I show them Whitney's paycheck. I show them Morgan's paycheck. Yeah, but Morgan and them have been with Scentsy, you know, almost 9 years. But it's possible, and I tell people the sky's the limit. There really is no stopping point. You can go as high as you want to go. Just like Chloe Cox. I don't know if y'all follow her. How much is she bringing in a month, Whitney? 36,000, something like that a month?
No, like 60 to 80 probably.
Well, I'm way off, but it's a crap ton, man. So, I mean, it's a real deal. If they don't want to be a part of it, fine, whatever.
Did
Move
y'all see
on.
Morgan? Did y'all see Morgan's paycheck today?
Was it 14, 16
16,000.
a month?
Yes, Mackenzie. Yes. Insane, right? But like, if it wasn't for the Morgans and the Chloe Coxes sharing what they make, I wouldn't have thought that was possible either. I'm like, I'm happy with my $600 a month, like whatever.
Shoot, I was happy for my $250 because that covered up everything I spent at Target yesterday.
Exactly. And if 250 does it for you, and right now my $2,000 paycheck does it for me, but I'm not stopping there. I can promise you that. Because I want that. Okay, Megan's having problem unmuting. Ansley, can you unmute her? I think since you're the host, you.
Megan, it says ask to unmute. It's not doing anything. Can she go to the bottom of her screen on the left-hand side and see the microphone?
She said you have to approve it.
What the? All right, where's it at though? I don't know. This is my first time doing these, y'all, so I don't really know what I'm doing. How did y'all,
oh wait,
how
here.
did y'all unmute your mic?
Hold on. Oh wait. No, Megan. Dang it. When I tap the little microphone thing next to you, Megan, it just pulls up the chat with you. So it doesn't let me do it.
Try it again, see if. Yeah, I don't know.
I would think you being the host would be the only one that would be able to do it. She says, I'm hitting unmute when you send it. It's okay. Okay. I don't know. Or this is a learning curve.
It says allow participants to unmute themselves. I have it on that, so I don't know.
Okay. Now Taylor says she's stuck muted. Oh, wait, there you go.
But the back to the paycheck thing, and I know people are, all I can say is for me personally, when I focus and put my full-time effort into this, I got a full-time paycheck. So you got to think about that. The more you put into your business, the more you're going to get out of it. And it's not going to happen like that. I mean, it does for some people, but you know what I'm saying? Don't give up. Because I never thought I would get to where I was. I saw Whitney doing it, but I didn't think I would ever get there. You know what I'm saying? And I did, because I finally believed in myself and got to work. So that's something to try to remember. Don't ever give up on yourself. You gotta remember that, because it's going to be like this. There's going to be times where you're like, oh crap, I can't do this. I want to give up, whatever. Don't give up on yourself.
What do you do about, like, I feel like I post so much on my VIP page and like one person likes it. It's the same girl who orders from me all the time. So I'm just like, okay, I'm glad she's liking it, but like no one else. It says like I'm reaching like 30 something people. So people are looking at it, but they're not doing nothing.
Feel like the struggle is real for VIP groups. Like I've seen it in the director group, people saying the same thing. Like I have 230 something people in my group and 30 people are seeing my posts. I'm like, what's going on? So Mackenzie, that's something that I don't know. We're going to have to figure out, because I've been struggling too.
I sold way more.
And they still don't comment.
I do that. I did, like, anyone who orders through me in the month of November, I'm giving away a free mini warmer. So like, obviously I've gotten orders, but like I'm getting orders based off like my, my personal Facebook stories, like my personal page.
Have you tried playing a game? Like
I try to do mystery bags. I try to do one of those boo bag things in October.
Well, I was just going to say a game where it's like comment how many scent circles or whatever, to just try and get as many people commenting. And because I think that's another thing. The more people that are commenting, the more people that see your post.
Like the algorithm. I mean?
Yes.
The wax warmer game gets a lot of people going, at least in my groups.
The which one?
It's like wax warmer. It says like type wax as many times as you want. Whoever comments wax before I say warmer wins.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like Karen did with the coffee thing.
I played that coffee game, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I know for me, like, when you do your groups for parties, that's a good way to flip it around for them, the host, to have their own VIP page, right?
Yeah.
So for the hosts that decide they don't want to join right now, I decided that when I do a live, I share it to each and every bingo group. That way they see it. Because if they don't want to come to my VIP page, they're part of the bingo page, so they can see it there. And that's got me some orders too. So I've tried that. I just share to all of them. So.
Yeah, you can share to like any groups that you're in, which, I mean, obviously some groups you're in have a, no selling, whatever. But like Ansley said, certain groups that you can.
Has anyone shared a video to, like, how like up here we have like our town page, like for sale or wanted, has anyone shared anything to that? I don't have big enough balls to do that yet. So I was just wondering if anyone else did that.
So me and Taylor were going to do the buddy clip drive, and we were going to donate them to our local police department. And I posted it to like 4 or 5 different yard sale sites, because that's what we have here, and on the marketplace, and it got booted off of the marketplace. It did make it onto like 4 or 5 of the yard sale pages, but like no hits off of any of it. Like we got like maybe 3 likes, and that's
Yeah.
it. So we did get like I've got 2 people to donate, but it's like $30. So we're gonna get 2 buddy clips with it.
Right.
I mean, it's better than
I
nothing.
know
but-
with
Well, we got 2
those,
cops in our town, so that would be enough for our town.
I know with marketplace and groups like that, as far as Scentsy goes, you're only supposed to share stuff that is currently on your website with the link that they can click and go order.
Okay.
You're not supposed to sell your stock.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. It's supposed
I
to
was
be,
gonna do a big Black Friday shop my stock party. I'm not allowed to do that
you can just
Oh.
not posted
on the like the
Marketplace or
for sale
something.
page. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
If you're doing it on Marketplace, it has to include your link where they can literally click it and go to that item and buy it.
Okay.
Is this
Yeah.
just like Facebook or is this like compliance with Scentsy?
Compliance with Scentsy.
Okay, so what about these vendor events? Should we not bring much stock?
That's a good
Maybe you
question.
can do them as discounted, like a sale, or like put like a basket. Put baskets together and
Well,
sell them
that's
as
what-
like a bundle.
I feel like that's more of a personal special because you're conveying that personally. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're not just putting it out there for the whole world. You're having
Right.
that conversation with that person that, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like this one I'm doing, I'm going to attempt to sell what I have on hand for the price it is in the catalog. Now, some people are going to be like, well, it's opened. So in that case, I'll come down a couple bucks if I need to, but
Here's my website.
right. You want it new in the box? Okay, that works for me too.
Wait for shipping.
Right.
So if you have you done a shop my stock party before or thing before, Whitney?
I just did one in Messenger.
Okay.
I basically put in my VIP group, this is what I'm doing. If you want to be included in the Messenger, let me know. I had, I don't know, probably 8 to 12 people who were interested. And then I just literally posted a picture of the item, posted the price, posted the picture, and I was just like, comment
Did
sold.
you ship or no?
Yeah, most of them, but they pay for shipping.
Okay. How much
I
did you
put-
charge for shipping?
I put on there that shipping was gonna be, I think I put like $6 to $8 depending on what they ordered. Which I had one lady, she ordered literally everything and it was almost $11 to ship to her. I charged her the full price. Sorry, honey. But
Did you ship
So,
all
yeah.
of them out yet?
I have one girl that hasn't paid me.
Have you shipped mine out?
Bitch, I told you I ain't shipping it.
Use the B word on recording. Let me see if I can go back and edit that out. With the shit. Oh, your name's changed. Okay.
I changed it for recording purposes.
Oh, hell. Okay.
But anyways, yes, so I did it in Messenger because that is technically a personal special. So it is supposed to be done personally and not blasted out on Facebook
Got it.
as far as compliance goes.
Because I had just been my Scentsy Club. I'd just been ordering random scents that like I know people have ordered before. Like I
Mm.
looked at my history and I said, oh, my friend Kelsey, she likes Luna. I'm gonna order like 4 bricks of Luna because she'll probably buy them. But
Right.
I mean, I didn't know if you
I-
like discounted the price at all, or if you on the barge you just charge the full $6 or whatever it is.
No, I mean, I marked a lot of stuff down. I did $3 to $4 on the bars just because I had so much of it sitting around. I even sold like a full whiff box, which I got with Scentsy Club for $15. I sold it for 18. So I mean, I got my money back plus a few bucks. But I mean, anytime I close out a party, I get warmers either for free or half price. So I feel like if I'm
Right.
selling it for anything, then I'm
It's
making
better,
some
yeah.
money.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but totally up to you. But that's the perk kind of that, people are interested if, oh, discounted stuff,
Right. Okay.
You do that 6-month program with your warmers too of the month.
Yes.
So you can tell them about that too, if they want to be on the warmer of the month club.
That's a good PRV thing that we did not include. So, who is enrolled in scent or warmer of the month?
I thought you
Nope.
can't do scent. I thought it has to be warmer, or it has to be both. It has to be the warmer or scent and warmer. I thought you couldn't just get the scent.
No, you can get the scent or you get the scent and the warmer.
Oh, you can't just get the warmer.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Megan said she is. Taylor, you're not.
No.
Natasha? No. Regina, I can't see you. So with mine,
not sure.
I'm enrolled in the warmer of the month. And what I do is I run a 6-month program with 6 ladies, usually people who are really good VIPs. I send direct messages out to see who would be interested, but I charge them a monthly price, which they have to pay for the full 6 months upfront. But each month I draw a name for the warmer and randomly, and that's who gets that warmer that month. And then I send the bar of the month to everybody. Does that make sense? So everybody gets a bar for 6 months, and out of those 6 months, you get a warmer. So for what they pay me, it's a really good deal because they're getting a warmer and a bar and samples every month. But that's basically, I get that PRV from being in the warmer of the month because that's what, 75, 80 PRV usually each month. And then I'm drawing a name and giving that warmer away. So I'm not stuck with all these warmers piling up. If it's one that I happen to really be in love with, I'll buy it on the first when it comes out, but that hasn't really happened too often because I don't need them. So I want the PRV, but then I get rid of the warmer by having this little group. After the 6 months is up, those 6 people get the option to either stay or go. They get the option first. And then if they decide to leave, their spot opens up and I'll find somebody else to fill it. But if those 6 people decide they want to stay for the next 6 months, then they just stay for the next 6
How
months.
much do you charge each person a month?
Well, I kind of do a good deal. 50. Well, so $9 a month because my calculation was I was already doing the scent of the month anyways. So for me to upgrade to the warmer of the month, I didn't really count that towards my calculations. So basically that was $6 for the bar plus $3 to ship the bar each month. So
$9 a month and then get a free warmer or a scent. I'm about to sign up.
$54 is what they pay total. But I mean, like I said, I was just trying to cover the difference of being enrolled in the scent of the month versus the warmer of the month. If you want to charge $75, because that's how much one of those warmers would probably be, $75 for the full 6 months, then you could do that. But which is still a good deal because you're getting a warmer and you're getting specials every month, or wax samples, whatever.
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense. If y'all have any other questions about that, let me know. No, it's kind of confusing, but
Okay, you wanna go on to the next one?
Yeah.
So we talk about live unboxing, and when you post on your stories, don't make it Scentsy, right? That's just too much. So do a couple of Scentsy, do a couple of you and your family, what y'all are doing, hanging out, soccer practice, whatever. Kind of mix it in there so it's family and Scentsy, right? What's the percentage, Whitney, that they say?
what?
They say this percentage family and this percent Scentsy when you're posting.
I think it's like
it.
80-20. 80% family, 20% Scentsy.
Okay. That makes sense, y'all. So that.
And you would kind of think that it would be the other way around, like, oh, I need to be talking. No, but you just want to, like Morgan says, talk about your family and sprinkle Scentsy in.
Mhm. Yep. And then marketing LTOs.
Okay, so for LTOs, y'all, and I know a lot of people think, oh, I can get away with just posting in my VIP group. But like me and Mackenzie were just talking about, how many people are actually seeing that post. Okay. So my big thing is I send private messages on Facebook, and if I'm used to texting with somebody, I'll send them a text message. So text, private message, and then also you can use Amy or the workstation to search and see what people have ordered in similar products before. So like if it's Disney related, you can pull up and see, have they ordered Marvel before? If they have, I'm going to reach out to them directly because I know they like Marvel. They've already ordered it or whatever the case is. So yes, don't just make posts, reach out to people individually. That's probably my biggest takeaway on that.
Okay, and then next one is give out and send samples. So what I do is for my Happy Mail, I got this off of Amazon to cut my wax with. Before I was doing felt, but I was like, you know what, whatever. So I just cut up little pieces. I put it in these little bags that I have that I get off of Amazon, and I label it with a sticker, and then I put it in here with the information so they can smell it and see this. Okay, you can do that. You can sample different things. Sometimes I'll put my favorite scent in there. I'll put Luna. I always talk about Luna, and half the people are like, well, what does that smell like? So when they order, I'll stick that in their bag as well. So stuff
Can you
like
tell me
that.
how they ship those? Because you're talking about some sort of stamp.
So
I didn't know there was different kind of stamps.
It's called the butterfly stamp. And what I do is, it says on here, non-machinable surcharge. So what I do is when I get their envelope and I seal it up, I write here on the bottom, non-machinable, and then I'll flip it and write it on here as well. So that when I put certain things in there, it doesn't get run through the machine and mess it up. Especially when I have those in there. Because people
Okay.
that order $100 or more, I put one of these in their Happy Meal. And I don't
So I
want it to
just
get
sent,
open.
I just got my bricks of those seasoned scents. The, you know, the big bricks that we just got.
Mhm.
I sent, I just cut mine with a butter knife. I didn't know we had to use a fancy.
You
So
don't.
you don't, I just got off of Amazon.
Okay, well, I
You use
just use a
whatever you
butter knife.
want, boo.
Yeah.
And
You use your teeth. Use whatever you gotta
Yeah.
use. You know what I'm saying?
I used a butter knife and I put it in a little sandwich bag. And
There you go.
because it's just going to my friend Kelsey, the one that always orders. But like, is that okay? Can that go through the machine? I mean, it's just wax. I don't know. First of all, I didn't know there was a different kind of stamp. Second of all, I don't know how many stamps to put on there. So I slapped 3 forever stamps on there and hoped it was good to go.
See, I didn't know about that until someone else told me about it. And I
So
know it's harder in the summertime though, because, you know, the
Well,
wax
yeah,
can
they'll melt.
So I
Well, it's like
try to do
50
that more in
degrees
the
here.
winter.
So
I only mail something if it's flat and can be mailed with one stamp. Otherwise, I'm usually using pirate ship. But I will say anything under an ounce goes for one stamp. So if it's over an ounce, it requires extra postage.
I have a
But-
scale that I bought off of Amazon too, so I can see how much everything weighs too.
One of us could do a training on shipping probably and talk about it for a while.
Yeah.
That was one of
Yeah.
the things, there's a learning curve and yeah.
because I don't
It's a
know like how
pain.
many stamps you really need. So I just put 3 stamps on there. I mean, there's literally like 2 slivers of wax. So I'm pretty sure I didn't really need that many, but I don't know how much.
Yeah, you probably did over. You probably actually only even needed one.
Yeah. Well.
But it also depends on how thick it is, you know, that like
Yeah.
if it's
it
in a
wasn't really
regular,
that thick.
if it's in a regular envelope, then you can usually get away with one stamp.
Yeah. Okay.
Real quick, because I just thought about this too, Mackenzie, we were talking about the Warmer of the Month Club. If you wanted to enroll in the scent of the month and just do a scent of the month club, you
Yeah.
could do that as well, in which
Okay.
you just send a bar to 6 people for 6 months. And then that way, every month they get to try the new scent. They're the first in your group, you know what I mean? Because you get it early, so then you can send it out before it's even available to order the next month.
Okay. And then the best way to send those are you guys finding that like the felts? Because I know before I before I joined the Ainsley's team, Ainsley sent me a felt thing and I didn't know what it was.
When I do that, they get the whole bar.
The whole bar. Okay.
hmm
So when you get scent of the month, how many bars do you get?
It was 9. I think they just cut it down to 8 for
Oh, that's
price
fine.
increases. But
Oh, so you get more than one bar.
Yeah.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you just got one bar.
Oh, no.
I thought
That's
you
why-
had like 6 cents at the month subscription.
that's another reason I did this, because it's like I don't need 9 bars of this. So when they were doing 9, I'm sending 6 off, and then I usually had 3 left over to make samples with if I wanted to send to other people, or if I
Okay,
wanted
okay.
one for myself or whatever. So
Okay.
Yeah, because you would get the
Good.
warmer, you get the room spray, you get the tester, you get the brochure flyers and stickers. Could I put the stickers on the outside of the mail too? The
Yeah,
Scentsy
the
stickers
Scentsy.
that it comes with, so.
Yeah, a lot of those stickers were on sale on the clearance event. I don't know if anyone saw that.
those stickers are really like when you're trying to get away with mailing something. That's where it's at, man.
Yeah.
Scratch and sniff stickers.
Does anyone also, can we talk about shipping? Is anyone, because I know like, I think Whitney, you had posted like to check, or maybe Jill or someone else said something about the shipping times. I feel like my customers, which is not a complaining at all, I feel like my customers' stuff is getting shipped out fast, but then like my personal stuff takes forever. Like,
What do you mean, like the Happy Mail?
no, like the stuff that
Coming
I
from
order for
Scentsy.
myself. Yeah, so like I
Same with
ordered
me as well.
I ordered probably 15 scent circles for that I had host credit from November or from previous month, I think it was. And like I legit just got them today. And that I closed like this was probably August. And then like one of the snowman warmer thing, my customer just got hers, but I placed mine at the same time and mine hasn't, it's just still like at posted status. Like my personal stuff takes longer than which is fine. I mean, I don't really care. But like I ordered 6, I did a bundle of 6 fall scents. I think I told you, Ansley, because I didn't have any fall scents in my house. And I just got them 2 days ago and they took forever. I didn't know if there was like, if we had shipping issues.
I have
Or
no
what?
explanation for that other than since he has 10 business days to ship your stuff.
Yeah.
So, which,
Like I said, I don't care as long as my customers like, you know, their stuff is getting shipped fast. Mine can obviously wait, but I just didn't know if like, because all those like the shipping disasters everywhere else like is going on.
right. I haven't really noticed an issue yet. Cross my
Okay.
fingers. I've only had one order, I think, that took like 12, 14 business days before it shipped. Which in that case, you can always contact support and say, hey, what's up? But
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I mean, we pretty much covered everything with, what is something that y'all want to learn more about and more trainings that we're gonna do?
Stamps.
And shipping? What about everybody else? What do y'all want to know more about or need help with? Like we're gonna do one, I think, on recruiting. Maybe we can do one on leadership.
Definitely recruiting.
Okay.
Recruiting. So Mackenzie says stamps, so shipping.
Yep. What about everybody else? You all on the same page? Is there anything else?
Maybe like in depth, like how to do different parties.
Yes,
Okay.
that too.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Need help with asking for parties and recruiting. All right, so, okay. Well, we won't talk about that now, but we'll, recruiting.
Megan wants to learn more about cold messaging for parties and sharing to groups.
Okay, we can do that. It's all about wording. I've learned that. It's all about how you word things.
Yes. And I'll say one of my things is people don't like to hear the word party. So I stay away from that word completely,
Party.
typically.
So what do you tell or what do you say to them or ask them?
Hey, Chase.
bingo extravaganza. No, I'm just kidding. But with every little thing, it's like I just try to word it like, so for instance, if people send me a $100 order, I'm like, why don't I create you a shopping link and a VIP shopping link, and you send that around to your friends and family, and let's get you some free stuff. And then it's not even really a party. You send them a link, they text it or post it on Facebook or whatever they want to do, and get orders so that they get some free stuff. So, I mean, I do a lot of like VIP shopping links like that. Which if you have somebody that's ordering from you on a regular basis, once a month, twice a month, and they're spending large quantities, open them a link. Every time you order, place it on your shopping link, and we'll get you some rewards built up. So like, honestly, that's where the majority of my parties come from these days, because I just do like VIP shopping links, and yeah.
Have a bunch of VIP links, shopping links.
Right. I just try to steer clear from party at all. And like whiff box, I have somebody and I'm still trying with her, but she orders a whiff box every month. And I'm like, you can get this in Scentsy Club for, $27 because you're going to get 10% off, and you can get it for cheaper, and it'll auto bill every month. And then you won't even have to worry about ordering it. You won't have to worry about contacting me to get, like, it'll just be a thing. So, but I'm still working on her, but it's just one of those things like wording. And that's the thing. People are like, Scentsy Club, oh my God, there's fees. Like,
Terrified.
There's hidden fees, and what if I want to cancel, and am I locked in for a certain amount of time? So that's one of those things that you gotta teach your customers about, really.
Yeah, I mean, for bingo parties, for me, it started with like, we got the new fall winter catalog out. Like, what are some things on your wish list? And they'll tell me, and I'd be like, let's get some of that stuff for half off and free. What do you say? You can invite all your friends, and they can win some free prizes. Super easy, super fun. And then once you get that one person hooked on there, once you do your bingo party, I like to message people the next day. Every person that commented on everything, every person that came to the party, I will send them each different messages. And I'll be like, hey, just a reminder, if you simply host a bingo party with me, your girl, whoever, can earn more half off prizes. What do you say? And you can get some free half off stuff. A win-win for everyone. Most of the times I'll do it because they want to support whoever it is. So it's all in the wording though. And some people be like, I can't right now, maybe later. All right, write their name down. Follow up with them in a couple of months. But if you can't right now, they can later. You need to follow up on that. So. But it's like Brittany says, how many days do you have in a month? So just pick 2 people every single day. Just 2 to have conversations with.
And Megan, since you said about recruiting, messaging for recruiting. So, I mean, obviously, typically your recruits are going to be your best customers. Like that's who you want to, you're not cold messaging people, because the people you want to recruit are the people that are spending a lot of money with you, and it benefits them to join if they're spending enough money anyways, so
like
I keep,
go ahead.
I was going to say, keep a dream team list. That's what we call it, which is basically a list of people that you would like to have on your team. And it's usually a list of customers or people who party with you every month. They want to party every month because they want free stuff. Well, maybe they should just join your team. And you just kind of go down that list. And like Ainsley said, if they say, not right now, or yeah, I'm thinking about doing it maybe in the summer or maybe whenever, well, then you just make a note of that and you follow back up with them later. Because a no doesn't necessarily mean no forever. It just means no right now.
And you're going to get 80 no's before you get a yes.
Right.
So this is funny. Y'all don't say nothing, okay? So I had a customer order. I sent a happy mail, right? And I sent a sticker. I don't know if y'all can see it. Right? So this is what she says, okay? Right after it. She's like, side note, super random, don't tell anyone. I have this thing that I do. It's a little personal, but in the steam of my glass shower door, every time I shower, I write, God wins. The sticker made my day. And I was like, what the? Okay, well, let's play along with that. So I wrote her back and I was like, oh, I guess that means a little something, something between us, right? We're going to start building that relationship. So maybe you should just join my team and have fun with me. Like playing around with her, right? She's like, well, I don't know. I'm really busy. I'm a real estate agent. And I'm like, girl, that's even better. I know so many real estate agents that do the bless this house warmer, bless your home, whatever warmer. Sent her a picture. And I'm like, if you're doing that with your customers, you can earn some extra money right there. She's like,
Can you tell me about that bless this housewarmer thing?
Yeah. So
'Cause,
real
like,
estate agents will use that as a housewarming gift, you know, with the
So if
wax.
if real estate agents do closing gifts for their customers,
Yeah.
that's something that you can make up a little basket with that warmer in it and like a welcome home bar or
Mhm.
whatever.
And then you just charge the agent however much.
Yep.
Cool.
And you just wrap it up cute for them and
Got it.
I was saying she could do that on the side to make a little extra money and also build her customer base. So she's like, all right, well, I might have to think about that. So, you know, just random stuff like that happens and you just start the conversation.
you plant the seed.
Yep.
The day you plant the seed is not the day that it grows, y'all. So you
It
plant it.
takes 9 months and it comes out screaming.
I was gonna say 6 months. I wasn't thinking about a baby, but yes.
Oh, aren't you supposed to be making one since the Braves won?
Hell no.
That's not what you said in your post. You better get the baby making, baby.
Shoot.
All
Okay,
right, guys.
so-
Well, I guess we can kind of wrap it up here if y'all like. I know it's
You
getting
wrote down
late.
what they recruiting, shipping, what else was wanted to be talked about?
Parties. Talking more about parties.
Okay.
And let me tell y'all too, if y'all have free time on your hands, instead of scrolling through Facebook, go on YouTube, search these things. Search Scentsy Facebook parties, Scentsy bingo parties. There's all kinds of resources. That's where I got my bingo party. I watched Vanessa Rowe. Her name's Vanessa Rowe, and she did a video training on bingo parties, and I pretty much followed just about everything she does. I changed it a little bit, but I do a lot of my note taking and stuff from watching other people and watching.
Follow the people who are already successful at this. The Morgan McGee's, the Chloe Cox's, the who else? Katie Farner's. She's another good one. She posted her check today too, and it was more than Morgan's.
So that's something,
Yeah.
And have fun with it. Have fun with it. You gotta have fun with what you do. You know what I mean? All right, lovelies.
Anybody have anything else?
Thank y'all for hopping on tonight. And
Thank
Hang out
y'all
with us.
for doing this.
you're welcome. I don't know where Whitney went. Oh, there you are.
I don't know what the heck happened.
We can ramble sometimes, but
Well,
hopefully
this
y'all
is
got something out of
something.
it.
This is something that me and Ainsley talked about wanting to try and do at least once a month since she's a new director. And basically kind of start stepping into our roles a little bit more. I feel like I've relied on Jill and leaned on Jill probably a little longer than I should have. So yeah, just trying to kind of get out there and do our thing.
And y'all can reach out to us anytime if y'all have any questions or need anything.
I think it'd be cool to do like a maybe like the first of every month or something like this to recap like our previous months. Like, what did we have? Like, did we try something new that worked out that we want to share with the group? Besides like our obviously in our messenger stuff, but like, some ideas that everyone else can like piggyback off of, or what did
Oh,
we
yeah.
do that we didn't hit and we want to try next month, like goals and things that we did that maybe other people can use, or Because I mean, I still like to piggyback off other people's ideas because what may work for one person is obviously not going to work for everyone else. So you
Right.
can like play around with other ideas.
That's what I was saying with the parties. Like you just kind of have to try
Yeah.
each party style until you figure out which one works for you. So yeah, I mean that applies for anything in this business, right?
Mhm.
So
Just not like you said, just follow people. Was it? I can't remember her name, but this one girl did the little basket and she like took it to someone's office and brought in a whole thing of donuts, something like that.
it's people are so creative, y'all. I
I'm like,
can't
how did
like
they come up with this?
I know. I'm like, I don't have ideas like this, but hey, they had that idea, so now I'm gonna try it. But yeah, she took like a dozen donuts. She said, who wants me to bring donuts to their office? And I think she said she had 2 people comment. So she took a dozen donuts in with a little basket of Scentsy stuff and Scentsy samples and dropped it off with the donuts and started collecting orders. I'm like,
Wow.
And another thing too, guys, I know a couple of girls have asked me, if you see something I post, y'all are so sweet because I think it was Olivia. She's like, hey, can I copy what you just posted to my page? I'm like, yeah, girl, take whatever you want. I take Whitney stuff and I change it here and there. I might change my emojis and then I post the same thing. So y'all can take anything we post, snap pictures and do the same thing. Like, don't
yes,
make it hard on yourself.
but to follow up on that, obviously any pictures, use whatever pictures, but I always say just try and change the wording a little bit, make it sound like you and not like me.
Right, right.
Don't just copy and paste the words.
Also, if you're taking your pictures from Pinterest, make sure they don't show the Canadian price or whatever it is. That happened. That happened to Rebecca, or maybe Taylor. She posted a picture, and like I think she got it from Pinterest, where we get all of our pictures, and in the bottom it had like I don't know, it was like European dollars or something. I don't know what it was, but it
Yeah.
was like definitely not the price of what it was. I think it was like more expensive than what our price actually is.
Yeah, I always say you can always use my ideas, use my pictures, whatever. Just obviously try and change it up a little bit where it sounds more like you. But yeah, so y'all don't have to ask. And especially if it's posted in the Sassy Wax Slingers group, because I think there's even been people that, well, can I borrow this? I posted it here for everybody to see and to use. Yes, you can use it. So, all right.
Guys. Well,
Thank
y'all for
y'all.
coming. Y'all are
Yes,
showing
y'all.
up for your business.
Yep, the real MVPs.
Well, y'all have fun.
Everybody have a good night.
Where's
Keep
Addie Mae?
hustling.
What?
Where's Addie Mae?
I have no idea. She probably passed out. She was watching Home Alone, but she said she was starting to get scared.
The best movie ever.
I know. I guess it's to the bad guys. So,
Oh my gosh, me and Eli watch that all the time.
all right, guys. Well, y'all have a good night, and we'll let y'all know what we're gonna do for the next one and when and all that.
Okay.
Thanks for the good help.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
How do I get off? I have to figure it out. Hold on. There you go.
You're fine.